YouTube world from my living room. Yeah, so I haven't made a video in a while. Well, for one, I've been kind of busy, and for two, I just haven't had much to talk about. I go to school 3 nights a week, and, well, I'm running into the same thing again. I don't know if you are like me and notice other people's personalities and personality types. I pay a lot of attention to those things. I don't know why. It's just something I enjoy. I enjoy learning about people and figuring out personality types and how they generally interact. Because if you figure out people's basic personality types, you can kind of figure out what they're likely and not likely to do. You know, well, I was sitting in class last Tuesday, and I'm sitting there trying to study for the test, because we had a test, and I figured I'll look over my notes again before class so that it's fresh. And there's this girl sitting next to me, talking a mile a minute. I can't focus when people are talking, So I'm trying to ignore them, trying to read. Finally I give up, and she's one of my friends, so I join in their conversation. And everything I say, she shoots me down. I don't remember what we were talking about, but I said something, she's like, oh, actually, you're completely wrong, it's this. Does it matter? It was just, and then I make a joke. Oh, well, that's not funny, because this, and that. So finally, of course, I just stopped talking to her. And she's talking to this other person she barely knows. She and I have been friends for years. She's talking to this other person she barely knows. Every time she messes up, it's no big deal. Obviously, that's annoying. Very annoying. And I'm thinking to myself, well, I could sit somewhere else next class, and I won't have to sit next to her, and I won't have to worry about it. I'm looking around the classroom, and I realize there is nobody in my class I like. They're all very shallow people. So, whatever. Thursday's class rolls around, and that's a pretty good bunch of people. We had a good time there. It's my English class, and whatever. Thursday's class rolls around, and I'm looking around the room. Everybody there is very shallow, too. I mean, people there, they're doing that conversation. Hello, how are you? I'm fine, and you? And the weather has been nice lately. Well, that's a fun way to start a conversation, but it shouldn't be your whole basis of your conversation. And I'm listening to the people because they're loud. And nobody is getting to know anybody. They're all doing that first layer conversation, as I think of it. You know, nobody's getting to know anybody. They're all just very on the surface shallow. No, I know it drives me nuts because there's no way all these people can be actually all shallow people. There may be 1 or 2 shallow people in my class, but I have a class of and there's 13 or 14 of us. They can't all be shallow people. And the girl next to me, she's very nice, but last class she just, I don't know, I can't seem to talk to her. Every time I try to talk to her, it's like she's from a different planet. She's very cute, but she is younger than me well, I'm a pretty young person, but like innocent young, but only when I feel like it, because other times I'm not. But she's young, like rebel teen young. And although I like to dress punky, and my socks don't match, and well, I'm not very punky right now, I don't think. But although I like to dress punky, I'm not really a rebel. No, I don't drink, I don't do drugs, I don't go out to clubs. I mean, I've drunk before. I'm 22. I mean, I've had a couple, but I've never been drunk, and I've never I'm not really a drinker. It's like maybe once a year kind of thing. So it's hard to communicate with people who have nothing. I'm sure we have something in common, but to not be willing to talk to find it, it's very difficult. And I find it very obnoxious when everybody's doing this shallow talk. Nobody's getting to know anybody. It drives me nuts because I know all these people are deeper, you know? Kind of why I like Second Life, I think, because I get to know people on a different level. I find it's easier to talk to people when they can't see you, you know? Well, some people I have seen. I've video cammed with them, but that was after I got to know them a bit, you know? And, well, actually, I actually met somebody in Second Life, went and visited them. But for the most part, it's it's cool because you can talk to people and type, and there is no how's the weather because it's digital. It's always sunny. If there's raining, it's because you wanted it to rain. You had to go and find rain and buy the rain and then res the rain and put the rain up in the air. You don't go, oh, this rain's been lasting for days, I wish it stopped. Then your friend will be like, oh, sorry, I'll take that back. Okay, sunny. Oh, thanks. Good. It's been lagging me all day. You know? But for the most part, you have to talk on a slightly deeper level. I mean, unless you're a builder and you're awesome and you can talk about, oh, my prims were doing weird things today, strange rotations or whatever. And then I would say, cool, did you take a picture? Because I have no idea what they're talking about generally. So that's okay. For the most part, I think most of my friends hang out with me because I have no idea actually. I think it's because I'm generally a nice person. Generally. Sometimes I'm not. But, ew, a piece of ice. But, I mean, I must be doing a pretty good job because they're still hanging out with me. Yay! But yeah. So that was my rant on shallow people, or people pretending to be shallow, because I'm sure not all of the people from 2 of my 3 classes are all shallow. That's just not plausible. It hurts my brain to even consider that all those people are shallow because they can't be. When you look into their eyes, you know there's a person back there. They just have this thick wall. I mean, I have a wall too, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know. What are your thoughts on it if you are a YouTube person and you actually watch this video? Because I don't know if anybody's watching this video except for a few people I know. But if you are somebody and you're watching this video, comment. Let me know. What do you think about people who are unwilling to talk more than just the weather and that kind of thing? Hi, how are you? I'm fine, and you? How was your day? Oh, it was fine, and yours? You know, you answer that and you say, how was your day? Fine, and yours? Well, what if your day was terrible? Are you going to say, my day was terrible? You know, I just got taxes in today and I got a flat tire and my cat's sick and... No, you're going to say, fine, and you? Because that's what you were expected to say. Blah! Blah! Nuts. Okay, bye YouTube world. Wah!